This is Tanya Kett. She is one of the people behind the CAP service at the Student Success Center, and she'll be taking me through the session slash Q&A today. So hi, Tanya.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thanks. So I'm one of the career counselors in the Student Success Center, and part of my role is for the CAPS program. CAPS is Career Access Professional Services, and I'm happy to talk to you more about what we do in the CAPS program today.
Great. So I have a few questions straight off the bat. Can you provide a brief description of what the CAPS service provides?
Sure. So the Career Access Professional Services is career and employment support for equity deserving students, those who identify from diversity backgrounds, including but not limited to disability, first generation, Indigenous, First Nation, Métis, racialized communities, the 2S LGBTQ+ community, and any equity seeking group that would like to participate in our career and employment supports. What we do in CAPS is we connect with the student through appointments, and we get to know the goals and plans, and we make some strategies and action plans to help the student move towards those goals.
What does the team look like behind CAPS?
That's a great question. So we have our manager of experiential and employment programs who oversees the CAPS program. We've got our diversity employment coordinator who is amazing at finding and cultivating opportunities and relationships with employers to bring these diversity postings to us, to our students. And then I'm one of the counselors that we have on the CAPS team. We also have Anne, who is amazing at her role as well. So if you book a CAPS appointment, you're likely to get myself or Anne. And Jillian is our alumni career counselor. So if there's any CAPS alumni or alumni who identify with the CAPS program, you may end up with Jillian. So there's quite a team of us, and we have supports to our student staff as well.
Amazing. What was your experience with it as a service provider for CAPS?
It's such a wonderful service because part of what we do is to inspire and instill confidence and optimism and hope with our students, those who may have had barriers in identifying, securing, or maintaining employment, and also further education support or career planning as well. And one of the great things is through goal setting and continual follow-ups and touch points through either emails or appointments, it's great to see students evolve and grow with their confidence over time. And we learn from each other. So I'm always learning from students, and they learn from us as staff about the opportunities that they can apply to. And so bringing these opportunities that we know students can access and supporting them through their application process. So it's just been a great experience to be working with the CAPS team.
Going more specific into that, like how have you noticed it helped students? Like, are there any particular success stories that you want to mention?
Anytime a student emails to say they got a job or they got an interview or they got accepted into a grad program, is a success. And those are my favorite moments of every day or week that they come in. They truly do make my day. And I share in the joy of hearing those successes along the way too, because that means that the action plan, it worked, that the support, it worked, and that the student, a lot of the time I say to the students, you did this. The CAPS team is just a cheerleader in your corner. So it's really, empowering the student to self-advocate, to learn more about what their possibilities truly are to reach their potential.
So going more specific, I guess, about what the service can do for students, what type of employer opportunities have you seen students get?
There's such a full range. A lot of on-campus employers are strong advocates for the program and will offer opportunities to CAPS students in partnership with our diversity employment coordinator. But we've had students secure research positions, part-time employment on campus, full-time jobs after graduation, jobs within the university, getting into a grad program, fellowships, scholarships. So whatever the student's goal is, we support them toward that goal.
Amazing. What type of job postings does CAPS provide?
Diversity job postings. So any employer who posts with us and they are tagged as diversity, those any student can search. So if you log on to Oscar Plus and click under Student Success Center, then Employment, and view the job postings, you can filter those by diversity postings. So any student can search for those diversity postings. CAP students are encouraged but not limited to search for those postings. So really just take full advantage of the range of opportunities that Oscar Plus has. Many postings.
Right. It's also like listed in the top section of a job posting, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What does a typical appointment look like?
A typical appointment is usually begins with introductions, a little bit more about the CAPS program, what the scope of the program is, and we get to know the goals of the student. So every student comes in with different goals, whether that's a job or career planning or further ed planning or something else. And as long as it's within the career and employment area, we identify what the short-term and long-term goals are. We identify any potential accommodation needs that may arise for appointments or for the opportunities. And we do a coaching on accommodations and disclosures as well. And we get to setting up an action plan. And the action plan is just breaking down those goals into shorter action items. And we do it together, usually a share screen, and then we'll type in the goals with some anticipated completion dates. And it's all customized and flexible. So I always say, don't hold anybody to that deadline. It's an anticipated completion rather than anything firm, because things happen, life changes, and academics come first. But what I can be is an accountability partner. And what we do in the CAPS team is we can offer to do those check-ins, either through emails or an appointments, just to do a check-in on that action plan. And we can set new goals as they come, modify. If something's not working, we can make it work and really work together to work towards those goals. So that's a typical appointment, would just be kind of getting to know one another, setting goals, and starting the action plan.
Yeah, Malcolm actually told me a lot about that. I was really surprised when I heard you guys actually follow up. I was like, that's crazy. I didn't expect that. So what items are most common when you make action plans and stuff like that?
I would say resume development and resume critiquing, as well as cover letter, are most common, because a lot of our CAP students are looking for employment, either work, volunteer, part-time, full-time, summer, or upon graduation. So resumes and cover letters for sure. Interview preparation. We do some coaching on interview prep and mock interviews as well. LinkedIn development and critique. And job search strategies, as well as accommodation and disclosure coaching. So those are the top action plan items that we make note of to go through in future appointments. That's definitely, it varies student to student, but that's just to give an idea.
Awesome. Yeah, so how would you book an appointment like this?
So to book an appointment, all of our appointment availability is on Oscar Plus. So once you log into Oscar Plus and click on Student Success Center, and click on appointments, the next step is click on careers. After careers, there's a whole list of appointments. The appointment to get to the CAPS counselors is diversity and inclusion, and then in brackets CAPS. And you can book on Oscar Plus. If there's any trouble booking, you can email careeraccess@mcmaster.ca and we'll support you through that. Appointments are usually booked a couple weeks in advance.
Awesome. That's so wonderful. It's such a genuine program, which is what I really like about this.